want to welcome to a brand new episode of
Full
Metal
Bracket.
It's
We are so good at that.
like an old improv exercise. Follow along.
So good. Sure. Through a digital medium where you can't do any kind of physical cue.
Yeah. Where Dorina claims that she's answering before I do. It's a very weird digital medium, that's for sure. Very weird one.
I still don't understand that one. I went back and watched it because, like, people commented like, Dorina clearly won that. I'm like, really? I remember in the time. Then I went back and watched it again. I was like, it's not even close.
No, it's not. They're just in love with Dorina.
There's nothing wrong with that. She's
never trust fans. Yeah. I can't compete with the beauty of Dorina. I can't with the
neither can I.
Yeah,
Neither can I. I'm glad I didn't have to suffer that fate.
Yeah, twice now. God damn it.
Hey, you asked for it the second time. You're like,
I did. But I think I fared much better the second time than the first time. So at least I had a little bit of pride in that. Anyway, today we're going to be getting into the Full Metal bracket. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? It's a bracket that one of you all have sent in. And Matt, this time I think we're doing 80s TV theme songs. What's that all about?
That we are. This one comes to us from Mr. Charles Kim.
Mm-hmm.
He says, hello, John and Matt. I hope all is well. Full disclosure, I spent over 2 hours building a bracket for 32 original songs from movies, but then I went back to the archives and discovered that you already had a top 10 episode on this topic from November 30th, 2021.
Sorry.
I still wanted to do a music-related bracket, though, so I came up with one that may tickle your nostalgic itch. Gentlemen, what is your favorite 80s TV theme song? Wow. And attached is the bracket, and he used a site called Challonge.
Challonge.
Challonge. The formatting on this is pretty beautiful.
Yeah. I think we'd have to recommend anybody who's doing a bracket find Challonge.
Challonge. That's not a bad one. It prints nicely as well. And he's also I've also included a link to a spreadsheet listing the 32 movies with their respective rankings
TV
by
shows.
IMDb score. What's that?
32 TV shows.
Oh, TV shows. Sorry. By their respective rankings on IMDb, along with links to the theme songs in case you forgot the tunes. I hope you enjoy. God bless you, sir. I think it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all the work that you did into it. I especially like the links.
Yes. I'm very excited for this.
Well, the thing is, like, some of these, I'm not a fan of the show, but I think the theme song is excellent. Yeah. Just looking at the first matchup. But we got some bangers here, my friend.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get into this, man. Let's do this. This is, I mean, I don't even need to see links. If I don't know it, it's because it never caught my attention. I love 80s theme songs. I have a whole fucking playlist that has survived for decades. Well, not decades, years on my iTunes that have 80s TV theme songs on them in case I ever need to kind of pick up my spirits a little bit. So I love that we're going to do this. This is great.
It's an art form that is lost to time.
Yeah, 100% agree with you.
And I don't fault TV shows because if it's airing like on network or something, they pack in more commercials now than they used to.
Yep.
So you got to cut time somewhere.
Yeah.
Shows used to be, 22 to 24 minutes. Now they're 20 to 22. Just like you got to make up that time somewhere.
But even the streaming ones, because there's not even one for Ted Lasso. So, well, I guess
no, but like Stranger Things has a good one that do like that. It's a very synth, driven, but it's
my tone. They do have one for Ted Lasso because he goes out and walks out into the
they do, and they've got they play the in the stadium, and they've got the flip cards for the names and all that stuff.
That's right. My bad.
But yeah, it's not anything where like those songs used to chart.
Yes,
Billboard,
and they had great lyrics. Those 80s TV theme songs, within them. So, yeah.
All right. So I'm doing the top half of the bracket. John is going to do the bottom half of the bracket. And our thanks in advance to Charles Kim because, yes, the nostalgic itch is going to be scratched.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to leave a mark from scratching it, to be perfectly honest.
All right.
So our first matchup, 1 versus 32, 2 bangers, as far as I'm concerned. 2 bangers, which is Wonder Years with Joe Cocker. The What would you do if I say? God, I love Joe Cocker. Versus Charles in Charge, which is a quintessential, we made this for the show.
Yes.
And it's catchy as shit. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. I haven't heard it in years, can still sing it. It's almost unfair to Charles.
You know what? I disagree with you. This is a massive upset for me. I am taking Charles in Charge. And I'll tell you why. Because I give it more credit that it was made for the show.
I like that rationale.
Joe Cocker's song is a remake of an original song. So it's not even an original song that Joe Cocker sang that they're using for the Wonder Years theme. So it's a remake. It's a twice used situation. So for me, it kind of loses its luster in that way. So I go with Charles in Charge, and I love that fucking song and the lyrics within that song too. There's such a sweetness to New Boy in the Neighborhood. Yeah, it's so
you know what? I that's fine with me. I will agree with that logic, and I will join your side.
Hey,
because I hate the show, The Wonder Years. Hate it with passion. Do you want to see my entire impression of the show?
Sure.
This is my entire impression, summed up in one word.
Oh,
Paul. It's the whole fucking show. That is the whole fucking show. I don't know why anybody's friends with Fred Savage. He seems like a real shit in that show.
Yeah. Apparently in real life too recently. So
yeah, I just saw that he got booted off some stuff. I didn't see what for, but
yeah. He's got a rage issue.
Oh, really? That's what it is?
Yep. And I know people who worked with him and I've known this for years. So the fact that it became an issue, I was like, oh, wow, why this become an issue all of a sudden? People have known this for years, so.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if you go back and listen to, I think it's the first year that we did this show, we got into a topic of, I gave a veiled reference to Ellen, by all accounts, as a monster.
Right. Good point.
And Gabe, my nephew, who's been on the show, texted me. And he's like, who are you talking about? And I was like, I probably shouldn't tell you. And he was, in like 8th grade or something at that time.
Yeah.
And eventually I told him, I was like, Ellen, I've heard nothing but terrible things. And he's like, oh, really? And then he was like, she seems like she's so cool. And I'm like, I hear nothing but terrible things, man.
Yeah.
I've never experienced it, but I know people that have. So Fred Savage, really, bit of a monster.
Yeah. A little bit of rage issues, man. Yeah. So one of the accusations is that he grabbed one of the costume designers by the arm forcefully about something. And so, yeah, a female costume designer.
Really?
But there are other things where he's kind of been a terror on the set when he's directing. And so that stuff kind of came out. So, yeah, it is. But again, these are accusations. So I'm not saying they're true or not, but that's what was out there. So anyway, let's not soil this. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
2 more bangers coming at you. Magnum PI at 16 versus 17's Greatest American Hero.
This is a legitimate 16-17 matchup.
This is tough.
Yeah. This is like a 1-pointer is going to win. Like a 2-pointer is going to win this game. Like a last-second basket.
Well, I mean, you go first since I'm doing this side of the bracket. You have a choice.
Hero. Greatest American Hero, man. That's for me. As much as I love Magnum PI, it's a great no lyric song. The Magnum PI theme song. It's a great no lyric song. Immediately when you hear it, you're like, dun, 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 dun. You're all
dude, it's just dun, 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 but it's just fucking perfect.
It's so good. Even the opening video accompanying the theme song where they're like looking at the camera with the big smiles and the thumbs up. It's all good. But Greatest American Hero, I mean, that thing, as you said, charted. That charted on the Billboard charts there. And it's
Tony Orlando.
And the longer version's even better. Yeah, what?
Is that Tony Orlando?
No. Joey.
Hold on, we can if you open up the spreadsheet, we can find the clip.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there it is.
It's Joey somebody, right?
composed by Mike Post with lyrics by Stephen Gaynor, Joey Scarberry.
Joey Scarborough. That's it. I knew it was Joey something because it's one of my favorite songs, man. But yeah, Mike Post, great guy. Did the music for NYPD Blue and Hill Street Blues. Mike Post is a great TV theme
All right,
guy.
so you're taking Greatest American Hero.
I am. I love Magnum, but that song is just, that thing's an earworm, man.
I think I'm going to take Magnum.
Wow. All right.
It's just, for no lyrics, it fits it perfect.
No, you're right. You're right.
Whereas,
Yeah.
Greatest American Hero is almost anachronistic.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, in the first drubbing of the top part of the bracket, we have number 8 Cheers versus 25.
Oh, for God's sake.
Airwolf.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Airwolf. We hardly knew you. Thanks for showing up. I don't know how you won your tournament to get in here and get ranked, but
whatever mid-major conference you're from, congratulations. Hopefully you guys enjoy that check and you split it amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
The $150K or whatever it is for making the tournament.
Horizon League Championship next.
Yeah, but Cheers is, I just listened to Cheers like a week ago.
Dude, I just watched 2 episodes of Cheers yesterday on Pluto TV. Old, because they have that. Pluto TV is such a great app. You can watch all kinds of shows. You can't pause anything. You just, it plays it when it plays. But there's so much great classic TV on there and interesting shows on there. And just stumbled upon Cheers because I was just flipping channels while Lindley was working on stuff. And I watched 2 episodes of Sam and Diane, and Dan Hedaya showed up as Carla's husband in one of the episodes with Gene.
Good one then.
It happened to be that one. Yeah. Where he's like trying to win Carla back because Gene Kasem has dumped him.
Carla.
Yeah. It'll be worth it, just for her to say hi, and all this. But it's so well done, and I think I give Shelley Long a little bit of short shrift because she's damn good in the show. I still prefer Kirstie Alley, the late great Kirstie Alley, R.I.P., but Shelley was damn good on that show.
She was, the tension between her and Sam was palpable.
So good.
All right, moving on. Our 9 versus 24 is Taxi versus 227.
Yeah, this is another drubbing for me. Taxi. I love Taxi. Such a great song. Simple song, but so good.
See, I don't care about either. This is one that neither has a pull. And I never watched Taxi. I watched 227.
Right.
Taxi predates me a little bit.
Okay.
So I guess I'll take 227.
Okay.
But they're going to get crushed by Cheers in the next one anyway, so I feel bad. But congratulations, you made it to the next round. All right, now we have at 4 versus 29, Hill Street Blues versus Who's the Boss?
Yeah, another upset for me. I mean, I love Who's the Boss. That's such a great theme song, And you know who sang it? Steve Warner, country music song artist Steve Warner sang it. And
really?
I didn't know that until this year. I was just, downloading some music, and I love Steve Warner as an artist, such great country music that he has from the 1980s and 90s. And I was just downloading his songs. I was like, okay, cool. And then this song popped up on YouTube as a suggested song. And I was like, why the fuck is this a suggested song? And I played it. And I'm like, why does that sound? And then in the description, Steve Warner, and I was, get the fuck out of here. And then I found him doing a live performance on YouTube, and he talks about how he came about singing the lyrics to the song. And I'm like, damn, I had no idea that was him for all this time. So great song. Absolutely beats Hill Street Blues for me.
Yeah, I grew up on Who's the Boss.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
So Hill Street, you never had a chance.
No offense, but
no offense. It's a really good song.
Yeah, it is. It is a good song.
But I watched a lot of Who's the Boss as a kid.
Oh yeah.
So Who's the Boss makes it for both of us. Now we have another tough one.
Dog, these second rounds are going to be brutal, man.
The Jeffersons at 13 versus 20, Saved by the Bell.
Might differ here. I'm taking the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons is such a great song. Who knew you could pack so much empowerment in 1 minute? I mean, it's so good.
I'll put it this way. The Jeffersons song I could listen to independent of the show. Saved by the Bell, it's like, if it's not leading into the show, why am I listening to this?
Good logic. I like that logic.
So I'm going to go Jeffersons
Yeah.
because we all finally got a piece of the pie.
We damn right.
Even though I've watched way more Saved by the Bell than I have Jeffersons.
Yeah.
I still think the Jeffersons is a better song.
Dude, it comes on my iPhone when I'm driving, and I am just fucking bopping along to that song.
All right, our final first round matchup, or pardon me, final 2 first round matchups of the top bracket: Unsolved Mysteries versus Growing Pains. This is a weird combo.
I kind of like, again, Pluto TV. They have Unsolved Mysteries, the old Robert Stack ones.
Sure.
So I love hearing that theme song.
Are there any others?
Huh?
I said, are there any others?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the new ones on Netflix. There've been.
Oh, there's new ones on Netflix?
Oh, yeah, there's 3 seasons of Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. Yeah, dude.
Get the fuck out of here with
that.
that.
Dude, you got to watch. These are good. These are good.
No Stack, I'm out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no Stack. There's no voiceover. It's all done by the people who are being interviewed about the story of what's going on. But no, there's no Robert Stack, who is a great host for that show.
Phenomenal host.
Yeah.
Just the perfect demeanor.
But Tom,
it almost feels like it could flip into a Leslie Nielsen Naked Gun situation because he is such a straight man.
But Tom wasn't home that night. What was waiting for him was a car that was without people inside of it. Was this a UFO? He's so good. He's so good.
What do you choose here? Because Unsolved Mysteries is the perfect instrumental. It doesn't need lyrics.
It doesn't.
But dude, Growing Pains is a great.
It's a great. I mean, BJ Thomas for Dusty Springfield. You can't fucking argue that. I gotta take Growing Pains. I mean, fuck. A few weeks ago, I watched a live performance from a concert he did at a fair doing this song, and so
really,
I love this song. Yeah, I love this song. Such a positive love song too. Like, show me that smile.
Show me that smile. We're gonna have to do it on a time.
It's really good, man.
Yeah, I go Growing Pains as well. All right, last one of the opening round. Oof. 18 at 12 versus 21 of Dallas.
I don't even want to go to the second round. This is gonna be murder, man. Oof. I mean, I take 18. Just fuck. Are you kidding? Come on.
Yeah, 18 all the way.
Just that opening voiceover alone, man.
All right, so that ends the first round of the top part of the bracket. Now we have, we both have Charles in charge. I took Magnum PI. You took The Greatest American Hero.
Fuck. I don't want to do this, man.
Dude, Charles, great suggestion today.
Yeah,
great idea today.
So good. I guess I'll go Greatest American Hero just because, man. But they're both so equal, man. It's just that like I said, independent of the show, I can listen to Greatest American Hero. I could do that with Charles and Charles, but there's the longer version of Greatest American Hero has some really cool lyrics to it as well. So I have to give it the nod.
All right, I'm gonna go Magnum.
Okay,
but it's tough. Charles, it's a fantastic intro song.
It is.
So they move on. Now we have probably the easiest matchup. Cheers versus Taxi for you. Cheers versus 227 for me. Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers. Yeah, absolutely. And I love Taxi, but that Cheers is just
Cheers song is a banger. All right, Who's the Boss versus the Jeffersons?
God damn, dude. I can't do this.
I got mine. In a 51-49 win. But I got mine.
Go ahead, please.
The Jeffersons. It's just
yeah, I guess I have to do that too, the Jeffersons. As much as I love Who's the Boss, but there's something about the Jeffersons that's just like, man, it's such a strong banger, dude. Again, shoving so much into 1 minute. So much into 1 minute.
Tons.
Yeah.
All right, so finally it is Growing Pains versus the A-Team for both of us.
Jesus.
I got mine.
I got to go Growing Pains because, I mean, as cool as the A-Team is for the beginning, I just think, oh man, I don't know. Because dun 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 dun
It's such a fucking perfect song.
Shit. All right. I'm sorry. 18. God damn
18
it.
for me too, man. Growing Pains, look, show me that smile, but at the same time, just an instrumental.
Yeah.
It's like a throwback to 50s, 60s movies.
Yeah. And even the video is great when it goes dun 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 dun, and you're
Yeah.
seeing like the introduction of all the actors playing the character. BA, like Mr. T leaning back and shit. Oh, so good.
All right, so now we have
This is nuts. Okay.
Greatest American Hero versus Cheers for You, Magnum
Oh,
PI versus Cheers for Me.
this is insane. It's like killing your children, man. This is nuts. Greatest American Hero versus Cheers. Oh, I guess I gotta go Cheers, man. Fuck.
Dude, there is no guess you gotta go. The Cheers intro is just, it's flawless. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. It's so sad.
It is.
Wouldn't you like to get away? Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, it's fucking perfect. All right, Jeffersons versus A-Team.
Oh, this time I gotta go Jeffersons. This time, as much as I love A-Team, and I do love it, clearly it knocked Growing Pains out, which really was a close game. But man, Jeffersons, dude. So
Yeah, I agree with you. Jeffersons is just it. I don't know.
yeah,
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for the show. So here it is. We both have the same matchup.
dude.
Cheers versus the Jeffersons.
This is a matchup of two undefeated teams in the national championship
Exactly.
semifinal.
Two blue bloods.
Yeah.
They've won it all before. Who do we want to see win it again? Argentina versus France.
Oof. Oh man, I don't. Do you have an answer?
Cheers.
Really?
I literally listened to Cheers last week.
Yeah.
I just put it on. I was in the car, and I could only find it on YouTube, so I just played it because I let my iTunes lapse. I don't even know if it would be on iTunes. So I played it on YouTube, and then I played it again.
I'm gonna go Jeffersons, and not because it's better than Cheers, but simply I just like the message more. So if it's like if everything is tied, I go to gold differential or go to division record. And the fact that the lyrics are so inspirational and aspirational, I kind of like that. Whereas if you listen to the whole song of Cheers, it gets super depressing the longer.
Oh, it's definitely depressing. It's
Yeah.
life in a bar, man.
That's true. You're right.
People drowning their sorrows in hooch.
Yeah, you're right. But there's something. I mean, again, if you can pack so much into a minute, I got to give it to you. I got to give it to you. So
That's a fair rationale.
Bit
So
of
I
an
took
upset.
Cheers. You have Jeffersons.
Yeah.
And that ends the top half of the bracket. So we're going to take a quick break. Hear this word from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this. All right, there we go.
Oh, dude. I don't know if I can recover for a second half of the bracket, but here we fucking go. Oh, this is going to be even more brutal. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Right off the bat, we got two more bangers.
This is number 2 versus number 31. Number 2, Reading Rainbow versus number 31, Silver Spoons. Oh.
I mean, I'm going Reading Rainbow.
All right. I'm going to have to go Silver Spoons. I love that song. Love it. Love that song. Here we are, face to face. Couple of silver spoons. Oh, so good.
Come on. Reading Rainbow, Reading Rainbow. You know, talk about aspirational, trying to get kids to read.
That's true. That's a good point.
That shit, yeah. Next, try and get them to take their medicine.
All right, so we move on to our next matchup. Oh man, Miami Vice versus at 15 versus Perfect Strangers at 18. Good God, dude.
So good.
Oh my God. This is like Buffalo KC in the first round of the playoffs, man. This was like, what? Oh my God.
I mean, they're both so good.
Dude, I do not envy you
Just
having to go first.
Standing tall
Yeah.
on the wave. Oh, it's so good. But then you got Miami Vice,
Dude, Jan
which
Hammer.
is just a classic.
Yeah.
I think I go Miami Vice.
I'm going to have to go Perfect Strangers, man. Even though, I love Miami Vice. Some of these other matchups, though, I'm a little mad that we're getting these matchups in the first round. But that's what's the joy about Full Metal Bracket. First round sometimes can be brutal. All right. Next up at number 7, DuckTales versus number 26, Full House. Wow.
Full House 26. Surprised it's that low, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I think these are very evenly matched.
Huh?
I guess. God. I guess I'll go DuckTales.
Okay. I have to go Full House.
We have yet to agree.
Yeah, what is the Full House?
Whatever happened to the Big Baba T?
Oh, yeah.
New Baba David.
Never mind. I'm going DuckTales.
You're going DuckTales?
Yeah, I'll go DuckTales.
Inside these walls. As days go by.
Yeah. All right, our next matchup, number 10, MacGyver versus number 23, The Facts of Life.
Huh. I'm actually, oh yeah. I just pulled up The Facts of Life.
I mean, that's a great song.
It is a great song.
I'll tell you right now, that's my choice. I don't mean to go first, but that's my choice.
That's fine. It's fine.
Hesitating. Yeah.
I think I agree with you just because as soon as I heard the little intro and was like, okay, I know this fucking song backwards and forwards. It just took me a second to place. I'll take The Facts of Life as well.
Okay. Are you making notes on this? Because I don't. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. All right, number 3. So our next matchup, number 3, Quantum Leap versus number 30, The Love Boat.
Interesting matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know that I off the top of my head would have jumped to these two. I wonder how did he just go through every 80s TV show? That's like wildly impressive.
Yeah.
I think I go Quantum Leap because I don't really have much of an affinity for. I never watched Love Boat. I've never seen an actual episode.
I am a mad addict of Love Boat, and just like Pluto TV, like I was mentioning Pluto TV, I will absolutely watch old episodes of Love Boat on a Saturday afternoon on that app.
Okay,
just randomly.
So you're taking Love Boat?
I'll tell you something I did the other day. I sat there and watched a 7.5-minute YouTube video where they showed all the guest stars from season 3 of the Love Boat, just sitting there in the little.
They just had a montage.
Yeah, they had a montage, and they apparently had for every season. I would have actually sat there and been like, "Do I remember? Oh yeah, oh Buddy Hackett, oh like all the old Hollywood actors and current stars of shows and stuff." So,
sure,
Love Boat was such a great mix of that kind of stuff. So, all right, so. Then our next matchup is.
I'm sorry, you're taking.
Yes, I'm taking
Love Boat.
Sorry, I'm taking Love Boat. Yeah, absolutely. Our next matchup is number 14, Three's Company versus 19, Family Ties. Wow. I mean, this is
a tough one.
This is fucking. I mean, because Three's Company is come and knock on our door. It's so good.
Yeah. It's such a classic, but then Family Ties. What would we do, baby, without love? Sha-na-na-na. Just a sha-na-na-na at the end, and we all agreed. It's like, it's pretty good.
Yes,
it's pretty good. They threw a sha-na-na-na in there. It's pretty good.
That's a Johnny Mathis and Denise Williams. That's who.
But I think Three's Company's a better song.
Wow.
Come on, knock on our door. It just kind of sets the mood. We'll be waiting for you. It just gives you a vibe of what the show is.
I respect that.
Whereas What would we do? But it's got those moments where it's melodramatic, but it's
Yeah.
going for broad comedy at times too.
Yeah.
So I think Three's Company sells me a little bit more on what that show is.
All right. I'm gonna have to take Family Ties. I just have a affinity for that song
It's
and
great
that
song.
show. So, and I love Three's Company. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, Family Ties is when I was becoming a teenager. So a lot of what Alex was going through, I really connected to a lot. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean, as we've discussed before, I'm much younger than you, so
yeah.
I was a little kid. I was like 5 when
Yeah,
this
I
show
don't
was
recall
on.
us discussing that, but yeah, all right, fair enough.
Um, it's been firmly established.
All right, so then our next matchup is the Golden Girls at number 6 versus Different Strokes at number 27. Good God.
I think it's Golden Girls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna break my rule from earlier with Wonder Years because that song is a remake of a original 1970s song,
It's perfect though
but
for
it's
that
so
show.
good. Yeah, it's my girlfriend's ringtone for her sister because they're both such hardcore Golden Girls fans. So whenever I hear that on her phone, I'm like, oh, her sister's calling. So yeah, Golden Girls definitely.
Oh, it's personalized to her sister.
Yeah, it's personally to her sister, so that when her sister calls, immediately it's like, "Thank you for being a friend." I'm like, "Oh, your sister's on the phone."
But traveling about and back again.
Yeah, and here's the thing: my girlfriend did not know that that was a remake of an original song. Oh God, I forget the guy's name. He had a couple other songs. Andrew Gold. She had no idea. So I played her the 1970s music
Sure.
video they have for it, and she halfway through, she's like, "Turn it off. Turn it off. It's not as good as the one from Golden."
You're ruining it.
Yeah, that's what she was. That's what she said.
That seems a little excessive.
Turn it off. I hate that version. It's a dude. I know. All right, our final matchup: number 11 Night Court versus number 22 Knight Rider. And for those of you who are not in the pop culture mainstream, Night Court is coming back. They've started shooting episodes.
I don't know if you can do that show again.
What's her face from Big Bang Theory? The Melissa,
Mayim Bialik?
the squirrely blonde with the glasses.
Oh, I've never seen the show. She,
Oh,
yeah.
She is going to be playing John Larroquette's daughter or granddaughter, and she is the new judge. And apparently, John Larroquette is still the prosecuting attorney or still the defense attorney. So,
Is Marquis Post coming back?
I think she's gone. I think she passed away.
Did she pass away?
I think. I know Harry's gone. Selma Diamond is
Yeah.
gone.
Bull's gone. Marsha
Mark-
Winfield might still be alive.
Marsha Warfield, yeah.
Warfield.
Marky died last year. Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought she had passed away.
Totally missed that.
Is Ellen Foley still around? She was the one from the first season. She was the Marky Post role. Still around, 71 years old.
Yeah, but nobody associates her with the show.
That's true. You're right. That's true.
Not in the way that they do Marquis Post.
No. Bull is gone.
Yeah, Bull passed away.
Marsha Warfield's still around, 68 years old. Shout out. So, from Chicago's South Side. Wow. Yeah, she was on the on the show for 6 seasons. So there you go. But yeah, they're bringing it back. So, all right, what's your selection here, Matt?
Both excellent choices, but I'm going Night Court.
Yeah, me too. As much as I enjoyed Knight Rider.
Yeah, Knight Rider, but Knight Rider is kind of like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas that starts off with the slap bass, and then the it's like pre-Seinfeld.
So yeah, pre-Seinfeld. Yes, that's a great connection to that. That's right. All right, so in the second round, Matt Nost has Reading Rainbow, if I remember correctly, versus Miami Vice.
Correct. And you got Spoons versus
Perfect
Strangers.
Fuck me, man. You couldn't have picked 2 songs I love 2 pieces more than those 2 songs. But thank God Matt's going first.
I am going to go with Reading Rainbow.
Wow.
And a massive upset over Miami Vice.
Huge. All right.
Now you got Silver Spoons versus Perfect Strangers.
I'm going to have to go with Perfect Strangers.
I agree with your selection.
It has such... Dude, I just smile my fucking face off every time that song comes on. All right. Now in the next matchup, both of us have DuckTales versus The Facts of Life.
Correct. Much as I like DuckTales, I think Facts of Life is a better song.
I think Facts of Life as well. And then we have Matt has Quantum Leap versus Three's Company. I have The Love Boat versus Family Ties. Woof.
I'm going Three's Company.
God damn it, I can't listen to them. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, because we'll get a strike or something.
Well, you can't listen to it personally?
No, because I'm running it through the board, and so it'll come up. I've got to figure out how to do that, by the way, because I don't hate that I can't listen to something else while I'm doing that.
So yeah, Love Boat or Family Ties.
I guess Family Ties.
That's what I would have assumed you would pick.
All right. And then we have both of us have Golden Girls versus Night Court. Oof.
That one's tough.
Yeah, dude.
They're like this bottom bracket to me is not near the Murderer's Row the top bracket was.
Yeah.
But this matchup is brutal. Because they're both perfect songs for their shows. Just perfect songs for their shows. I think I go Golden Girls.
Yeah, I think you have to, man. That's such an iconic song. All right. In our quarterfinals matchups, or semi, well, I guess kind of quarterfinals, but we have Matt has Reading Rainbow versus The Facts of Life. I have Perfect Strangers versus The Facts of Life. Matt?
I'm going to go Facts of Life.
I will have to go Perfect Strangers here.
Perfect Strangers making it to the final four.
Dude, such a good song. Okay. And then in the other matchup, we have Matt has Three's Company. Three's Company versus Golden Girls.
Mm-hmm. And you've got Family Ties versus Golden Girls.
Yep.
I think Golden Girls takes this for me.
No, Golden Girls. God damn it.
Golden Girls makes it for both of us.
God damn it. All right.
Right.
All right. Golden Girls versus Reading Rainbow. Is that correct?
Facts of Life for me.
Sorry. Yeah.
And Perfect Strangers for you.
Yeah.
I'm taking Golden Girls. They're making my final.
All right. Sadly, in an upset, because it appeals to me, Perfect Strangers. I take Perfect Strangers over Golden Girls.
All right. So we have a hell of a final set up here. You've got the Jeffersons versus Perfect Strangers.
Oh, my God.
And I've got Cheers versus Golden Girls.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, I can tell you what I'm going to pick, but please go ahead. You first.
Inarguably the toughest matchup. I'm going to take Cheers.
Wow. And you know what? I totally respect that. That's a classic fucking song.
Hey, thank you.
I got to go Perfect Strangers in the upset over.
And I never in a million years thought Perfect Strangers was going to make it to the final.
It is absolutely my favorite fucking theme song. Like, for whatever reason, like every time I have it, I mean, I will play it on a loop. It's such a great song. So again, aspirational, wanting to prove people wrong, believing in yourself. So much of that is in that song that is so powerful. Look,
sure.
The Jeffersons is great, but Perfect Strangers just a little bit, just a little bit. So
there you go. Cheers takes mine. Perfect Strangers takes yours.
Oof.
And Charles, we tip our cap to you.
Oh shit, Charles!
Because this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And appreciate your methodology and posting the links, because I had to go and listen to a couple of these Facts of Life I needed as soon as I heard it. But I was like, oh yeah, can't believe I blanked on that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mr. Charles Kim. Another successful Full Metal bracket.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
You, sir. And Charles, let us know what would be your number one.
Yeah. For those of you who are sending stuff in, and we won't read them, you can keep it as an attachment. We won't read it till afterwards, but you can let us know your number one and maybe like a sentence or two of explanation, just so you even more of a participant in this, because we know it takes a lot of work. Like Charles said, 2 hours, and it didn't even come to fruition, but then adjusted and did this incredible bracket. So yeah.
Hell, if you want to just do your bracket, we could rifle through that real quick, or do the final four of yours, or whatever the case is.
Yeah. The final four. Yeah, that'd be good. The final four. That way it's not another extra 20 minutes. Yeah. The final four would be good. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, there you go. That's our heavy metal, our Full Metal bracket for today. Thank you so much for watching or for listening. If you're listening on our podcast, we appreciate it madly. Matt, what do we have to tell them?
Follow the show on Twitter at Top 10 Show, all spelled out. On Instagram and YouTube, it's /the Top 10 Podcast with a number 10. Or you can follow us on Patreon. If you'd like to participate in this show and everything else we do, go to patreon.com/the Top 10 with the number 10. So hit us up there, and you can follow me anywhere at Matt Nost.
And you can follow me at The Roka Says. Oh, y'all take care of yourselves. Be well, and we'll see you next time for another brand new episode of
Full
Metal
Bracket.